Today I was thinking about how to bring more joy into our life because I was noticing the days are getting longer. The ground is still very icy, hence I'm looking down. It's getting a little bit warmer out. I can hear things dripping off the ceiling. And just as I was planning on getting out and taping, I got the call to come scoop Jasmine from school because she was sick. So just a little hiccup in our day. But yeah, she settled in, she's cozy, she's chilling. I think she just had a little bit too much activity over the weekend. She'd spent the weekend with Owen's daughter and the grandkids, and yeah, not a lot of sleep, so she was feeling crappy. But I was thinking about the noise of snow falling off the roof. I was thinking about how to bring more joy into life. Are we busy being all things to all people? Are we running and fetching and carrying and just really not enjoying life? Especially if you're retired, this is a pretty fabulous time of our lives, especially if we're healthy. And what can we do to just make things even better, to get more joy? Now, winter can be very tough. We come through with that seasonal affective disorder bit, and things feel kind of ick. And we end up living on autopilot a lot, and I'll talk about that in a sec. Actually, I'll talk about it right now. We need to stop spinning our wheels and savor the great things in life, even paying attention and noticing the wonderful things that are around us. With the promise of spring right around the corner, yay. I think that we should just stop being on autopilot. You kind of notice this effect when you're taking a trip to somewhere, your job, that's like a half hour away or whatever, and you get there and you can't remember the trip. You don't remember anything that happened. You were in your head as opposed to paying attention to anything around you. And I think that we spend so much time locked in our head, whether we're thinking about the past or worrying about the future, that we just don't spend a lot of time enjoying the present that we have right now. I took a moment out to give Phoenix and Annie their snacks. And yeah, back to autopilot. I think at least I do, I spend a lot of my life just living in autopilot, just not enjoying the moment, just living in the past in my head or in the future. Just worrying is future worries, and yeah, thinking about stuff that's happened in the past, and it just kind of sucks the joy out of your day. And so I'm working on being more present and focusing more on things that give me the little happy bubble or the little skip to the step. Now, one way is to change up your routine. Change it up, take different routes. If you go to work or you go to anywhere on your regular basis, just take a different way. Get to know people. If you're invited to things, give it a go. And it wakes you up a little bit. It gives you something to think about and something to talk about with your family or your spouse, especially if you're both retired and you got nothing to say to each other except the same old stories. Now, one thing is to maybe take up new hobbies or think back to what you were doing when you were a lot younger and see if it has any interest for you anymore. Give it a try. You might just love it. Or it just might bore the ever-loving crap out of you. For me, I used to be in a dance club way back when I was in my early 20s. And I enjoyed it when Owen and I did it. Harder out here where we live because it's an hour away from our dance team where they used to be, and there's nothing that they give or teach really for couples. So I did sign myself up for some more line dancing. It starts at the end of May. I think it starts at the end of May. It's for 6 weeks, line dancing. I did it last year, and it was a lot of fun. And I got to meet women from Rocky, so that was good for me too. And there's also another one that's doing kind of Latin style dancing for singular peoples. And I asked her if I was too old to be partaking, because the class that she posted, they look very, very young. I'd be like the grandma in the group. And she said I was more than welcome, so that was good for me. So I'm going to give that a go when she sets that up as well. Just try something new. One of the things I want to do this spring is, because we're fairly new to the Rocky area and we do have a vacation rental, is to explore for ourselves the tourist attractions in our area, because we have some beautiful hiking according to the photos and the guest commentaries. And so I think we should do it ourselves. Take Gus, Jasmine's 10, and we can go further distances hiking than when she was littler. So now's a good time just to try it out and see for ourselves the pretty areas around here. So that's one of the things we're going to do. So yeah, try hiking in our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Rocky Mountains around here. Another thing to help you bring more joy in is to let go of unfinished business and clutter in your life. And that's mental clutter, physical clutter. In my home, it's very clutter, and it does take a lot of joy out of me even being in the house, because you just feel bogged down and you just never get ahead of it. And yeah, I've been pecking away at it, working on the bedrooms, dunging out the kitchen cupboards. But yeah, just going after it, grabbing bags and taking them out to where Owen can take them to the dump. It's a slow process, but with each bag that goes out, it just makes me feel a little bit better, a little bit lighter. And it just gives more room for things that you actually do like. And you can actually find the things that you like, which gives a lot of joy. Because, oh my goodness, trying to find stuff you can't get your mitts on is very frustrating and the opposite of joy. You saw in a few videos in the past the burn piles that we did. And I plan on pulling things out and building up a new burn pile for next winter. And yeah, just burning it. The stuff that's no good for anybody, nobody would really want it. It's not good for the thrift stores. Just burn it. That's the way I feel. Just burn it. Burn it down. Another thing to get rid of and unclutter is unresolved conflicts. Now, there's certain conflicts that they will remain unresolved. It's kind of a thing where the way I do resolve it is to let it go. And that's most of the conflicts with my family. And so far, if I let go of the extended family who, let's face it, don't want anything to do with me for the last 9 years, I really don't have any current conflicts going on. And that's a really good light feeling. And also, that's my daughter's favorite phrase. And also, getting rid of the draining one-way relationships. I do have quite a few of those. Now, some of these people I really, really like, but I do find out that if I don't make the calls, if I don't set up the visits, it don't happen. So less counting on that. And I also have a bunch of nieces and nephews. Now, I have all their birthdays on the calendar, and as it pops up, I send them a birthday message. About 60% will message back. And so I think, well, here's a chance to maybe get a conversation going, right? Thank you, Antoinette. And then I ask something about themselves. And that's where the conversation ends. It's just, they do the basic politeness to their aunt, but that's as far as that relationship goes. So I'm thinking this year, I just won't. I do know that when my birthday rolls around in May, none of them reach out to me at all to wish me anything. So it is indeed a one-way relationship. And I can excuse that they are young, right? They're all in their 20s. Well, most of them. But but still, I think when I was their age, if an auntie of mine ever reached out or messaged or wrote a letter, oh my goodness, I'd be right in there like a dirty shirt writing back. And I did that with my grandma in Germany. That was kind of fun. I'm not sure why I started writing, but I did. And she would write in German. She would get her pastor to translate it into English, and she would mail it back with pictures and stuff. And so, yeah, I did have a relationship with my dad's mom in Germany. My mom's mom was in Edmonton, but she was just a mean lady. She was not a nice person. But dad's mom was very nice, and that was quite enjoyable. And yeah, I was trying to do that with my nieces and nephews, but at this point in history, they don't want it. So I'm just going to drop it. Leave myself more space and time for people that do care and just concentrate on them. And that'll bring me joy, because it takes away joy when you got no responses. Number 3, focus on my own journey. Focus on your own journey. Now, some of us can be little control freaks. We try to run our husbands. We try to run the kids, the adult kids, the younger kids. But really, the only thing you can do is focus on yourself and getting the most out of life in your own life. I might want to control, let's say, my son's world, which is a little bit upside down right now, but I can't. I can just offer love and support, but that's about it. I can't control anything. I can't tell him what to do. I can't tell Owen what to do. So yeah, I just concentrate on my own journey, and you probably get happier and more joyful just concentrating on what you can control. 4, engage your senses. What is that phrase? Smell the flowers along the way, which, not a lot of flowers. Not yet. When it was melting, it was like, I can't wait. I can't wait till those flowers start popping up. Those first little white, little drop flowers that show up, the first things. So exciting. So yeah, just when you're going out, just take a smell of the air as it's melting. The smells of spring is just wonderful. And after the rains, oh my goodness, it's just delicious. And there's a word for it. I can't think of it right now. It's a big word, many syllables. But there is a word for the smell of after rain. And visually, do get out in the morning. Take a look at the sunrise. Around here, we get a lot of pretty pink skies. It's just gorgeous. And in the winter, just watch that sunset come down. Just lovely. And then for us, we got pretty lights that I've put on the bridge across our pond, and they turn different colors every couple of seconds. It's just really pretty. And as soon as things melt around here, I'll be putting up solar lights everywhere in our yard and in the guest's yard. And yeah, it looks really pretty. And just to bring a little bubble of joy when you're looking and walking, and you know what I'm saying. And also, even though we're on the diets and we're watching the thing, try to get the best food that you can. Just savor the flavors as best you can in the morning. That first cup of delicious coffee. Just savor it, just a little cup of joy. Number 5, learn from your adversity. Now, at our age, there's no way we got to be as old as we are without hitting some speed bumps of adversity along the way. I know I have. And a lot of it was my own fault too, and that's just like the worst kind, because you kick your ass, you get your exercise kicking your own butt. But just also realize you've come through some stuff, some really heavy stuff. You're very strong. You know that life can throw things at you, but you're going to be fine in the end of the day. And that's one of the things that you can show the young people around you, your kids. Give an example to life ain't perfect. Don't hide the roughness of life from them, but that you can get through it too, because they need to see you doing it, because they're not too far behind. They're watching you and learning that life can be tough. But one of my adversities is my mother. Now, she has hated me my whole life. So yeah, a bad relationship there. Not a good example of anything. But one thing that I've got from her is the ability not to be the weak link in the family. Mom's the strong one, and I know in my siblings, they are the weak ones in their marriage sets. Both my brothers, the wives run the house. My sister has complained long and hard about her husband. Everything kind of circles around him, and he gets his PhD, and the promises of getting hers falls through. He just whatever he wants, and she's always complained about that. So, but in my life, I'm a bit tougher. I don't put up with crap that long. I do walk away. And that is one thing I did learn from Mom, is to not be the weaker one in the couple. Not that Owen is weak. But in my previous relationships, when abuses were happening, I did not stick around forever, right? I tried, did the counseling, but eventually enough was enough, and I walked. And so, yeah, didn't put up with it. And that's what I meant about being the stronger one in the couple. Oh, going back to your senses, you'll see this new little outfit I'm wearing. I got the grandchildren, a lot of them are wearing these soft wearable towel hoodie things. And they just look so comfortable. So I ordered up one for Jasmine, one for me. And I'm wearing hers because she saw mine and that's the one she wanted. So whatever, it's fine. She likes the black with the tiger on it, which I thought was more, my style. Hers was more puppies, but here we have it, and it's soft, and it's warm, and it's so comfortable, and hence why I'm wearing it. Number 6, protect your energy. Now, the people that are emotional vampires, the energy sucks in your life. As we get older, our energy decreases, and one of the things to help with that is to get our health up and rolling, just to keep that energy going. But yeah, try to minimize time spent with folks that just suck the energy right out of you. You know when that phone call's coming and you see who's calling, that it's like, oh, I don't think I can put up with an hour of that, right? So just don't. Just protect your peace, protect your energy. 7, little daily rituals. One of the great ones for me is being out in nature a couple of times a day. Now, even in the winter, I'm out in nature, even if I really don't want to, because I'm walking Jasmine to the bus. But as it gets a little bit warmer, I'm out 1 to twice with Gus doing long walks. And Owen told me that he plowed the trails system in our forest so that I can take him out into our trees and just enjoy and relax. I just love our forest. Get any chance that you can to get out there. Keep your wake sleep cycles at a pretty close to similar time, just to keep balanced. Even when you're on a weekend, try not to sleep until noon, and then good luck trying to get to bed that night, and then you kind of screw things up. Just keep your little routines going every day. Try to learn new skills. Well, that's what I'm working on, the new skills, or revamped old skills. So your shuffle dancing, I'm doing that at the house. Working on the instruments. My fingers really hurt when I press on a guitar strings stage, because I play I play lots, get the calluses going, and it's all great and wonderful. Then I slack off, and then months go by, and then it's like with baby fresh skin again, and it just hurts. And so getting back at that, and I think it'd be good for Jasmine too, for me to teach her. Number 8, strengthen your meaningful connections, because that's where you find a lot of joy. With the people where it's a give and take, back and forth, where they love you as much as you love them, where when they come to visit, it's so fun and exciting. Or when you go there, it's just a treat. And for me, my most meaningful is, of course, Owen and Jasmine. And I just appreciate them every day. And heck, I miss Jasmine when she was gone for the weekend. You know, this whole getting some peace and quiet for a weekend. No, missed her. So, yeah. And 9, just go for it. Don't procrastinate until you're too sick or too fallen apart. I think of my parents. They were forever and ever wanting to go to Hawaii. And they've been planning for it next year. And they never did go. And then, well, now they're too sick to go. There's no way they can afford the insurance to fly anywhere. And yeah, they never got to do what they wanted to do. And for one of the joys we're planning for us is, we're not big travelers, but I know I'd love to see New Zealand. I know that Owen, that's where he's wanted to go to. And we were thinking, what's a good age to take Jasmine? Because that would be great for her to be able to see some things too, a new country. And we're thinking maybe around her 16th birthday. Maybe that's a great present to give her and us. And if we can coincide all that with Owen's retirement, that would be just a great celebration all the way around. And just the whole fun and excitement and joy of planning the thing. I think a lot of people get more fun out of planning than doing. but that's one of the things we're looking forward to. But I just thought I would talk about something more less. Yeah. Because yeah, there's a lot of crap in life, so concentrate on the good things. And yeah, this is Annette from Carpe Omnia After 60. You take care.